Yeah, last Wednesday. That sounds dramatic, doesn't it? This is the last Wednesday night Q&A. Yeah. Actually, next week is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so we probably wouldn't be having that anyway. So it's a good time to do this, but I think it's going to be fun. Makes it more congruent too to have all daytime Q&As at the same time throughout the week instead of kind of a staggered calendar. I did that originally for folks that I thought maybe wouldn't be available other than in the evening, and at least give them one shot a week. And then also we have Saturday at 10 a.m. But
Right.
That's a public Q&A. Saturday is a public Q&A, so I'll let anybody on, man. Do you think that's gutsy, just to let anybody in the whole world come on and ask you whatever they want?
It's pretty unscripted.
What if they were like, "Where were you on the night of October the 3rd?"
Wait, say it. What was that?
Yeah, we got a lot of great things going on, but it'll be more congruent. So we'll be coming at everybody at the noon Central Time, starting next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And my goal is really, guys, for Real Estate Wholesalers Club is to think of ways to efficiently and effectively let the club grow and blossom. And part of that is allowing you guys the opportunity to share and care and teach each other, and not just listen to me rattle off like some kind of a talking head, and that's really what the club is about. It's really about people helping other people. And so I want to see some females come up and start doing some coaching, and I want to see guys like Nicholas, participate in doing some sessions, and other guys too. And so we're going to start doing some more of that too. And we already have Victor and Arturo participating, but we're going to add some more people too. We're going to expand this, because this is a club atmosphere. And you know what? I learned something every time I watch Victor Walker on Wednesday. I learned something. And I learned something every time Arturo, I watch him on Fridays. So I would learn something from all of you. All of you have a lot of great experiences and a lot of great things to share. So a lot of really good stuff coming up here in the club. Tonight's the last Wednesday night. And I'm kind of sad now. Thanks for bringing it up, Nick.
Sorry.
Thanks for bringing it up, man. Yeah, nah, it's all right. Yeah, it's the last Wednesday night. I'm going to miss everybody. I'm going to miss our Wednesday night sessions. And we got a lot of people piling in here too. I'm real stoked about that. We always have a good turnout. My goodness. Everybody's like, "Oh, I got to get in on the last Wednesday night." I got to get in on this last Wednesday night session. What's going down? Something's jumping off in the VIP club. It's the last Wednesday night. Hey, I want to say welcome to Nicholas. Welcome to Larry. Cash offer or terms? I'm thinking, who is cash offer or terms? Is that Jonathan?
The one and only.
That's him. Larry, where you been, Larry?
Some other things to take care of, but
yeah,
I'm back now.
Yeah, life happens.
That's right.
It does. Welcome back, man. Connor Richardson. Hey, dude. Welcome.
Hey, Justin.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
It's good to see Mark Richardson. It's good. And Mark, I was wondering, man, when are you going to be ready to tackle a Thursday Q&A session? Can you commit to doing one Thursday?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, we can do something, I'm sure.
How long you been in the biz, Mark?
Since 2003.
2003. So. That's been a minute. You learned a few things. You've done a few deals in the last several years.
Yeah, I learned a few things, and I learned a few how to not do things.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too, man. That's the experience of that's the Hard Knock University, right? Yeah, yeah, man. I think your story and my story, I think there's some similarities to it, man. And
Yeah, I do
yeah,
too. I'd love to talk about that sometime. So
yeah,
I've been through some shit. There's no doubt.
that'd be great, man. When you say talk about it, you mean it in the group or
Yeah, I
just
could talk about it in the group. Sure.
uh let's do it. I'm trying to hit you up for a Thursday, so holler.
Okay.
I think not next Thursday because that's Turkey Day,
Right.
but maybe the
We'll
maybe
figure
the week
something
after.
out. That'd be cool.
That sounds good, man. And we got Rick in here, Philip, Victor. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, and folks in the VIP club watching. I'm so glad everybody that can be here is here and participates. Like I was saying, this is the last Wednesday night. Okay, we're going to open up next week with no Wednesday night sessions anymore. They're being canceled. We're taking it out back behind the shed. We're putting it on the chopping block. We have an axe, and it's coming down tonight. All right, no more Wednesday nights after tonight, but we are adding a Monday night. I mean, not a Monday night, a Monday daytime. So that it will level out. So yeah, we'll be doing, daytimes throughout the week instead of having a Wednesday night. So anyway, it's good to see everybody. So are there any questions? We always tackle questions on Wednesday night, and I want to jump right into that. I've talked long enough. Let's jump into some real questions. What's going on in your business? What's cooking in your business? What are you working on?
Dustin,
Yes.
have you been having Facebook?
I'm sorry, say that again, Jerry.
Have you been having a problem with Facebook, your ads, Facebook Marketplace?
My ads, I have not. What respect do you mean problems? Are you experiencing problems?
Yeah, it's like getting in Facebook jail. And I talked to Victor today. He was having the same problem.
Okay. What type of ads are you talking about? Are you talking about posting in Facebook groups?
Yes.
Okay. I don't do that. Okay. I'm not the guy that does that. So I don't get in. I don't end up in Facebook jail because I don't even play the game. All right. Victor, he plays the game. There's some other guys that play that game too. And that's an effective game. I just got off the phone with a gentleman that was talking about how he did that. And he was surprised at how he was getting leads like right away. And it didn't cost anything. And I was like, yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. You got to be careful. What did you do to end up in Facebook jail, Jerry? What'd you do? More than 8 or 10 posts in a day? What rule did you break to go to jail?
I think it was just the different groups that's posted in different groups every day. I think that's what pretty much got.
Is it the same message? Is that why? Because it's the same message and they started picking it up as spam?
I was using the same message.
Yeah. See, I think that's the thing from what I hear. And if anybody else is in the room doing the Facebook marketing, speak up because I'm the ignorant outsider here.
Right here, man. I've got a whole spreadsheet. I've been doing that strategy for almost a year. You should see how many groups I'm in on Facebook. I change my messages pretty often, and I'm also very aware of posting more than like 8 to 10 times in a day and joining more than 8 to 10 times in a day. I've never done that.
Wow.
And I'm in the jail too for just posting in the marketplace, and I've never had problems like that. I mean, there's a lot of people going through it. I'm really cautious with Facebook, and so I've been banned for like 2 weeks solid on marketplace posting, and I think even may not even be able to join groups, even though I'm in them. I don't know if I can even join anymore. Haven't even tried.
Yeah, interesting. You've got to be. There's a system to it, right? So you can't be using the same messages all the time, and you can't be joining more groups than 8 or 10 a day. You can't be posting more than 8 or 10 a day. There's a process to it. Am I right, Jonathan?
Yep, you got it right. And I
And
followed all the rules, but I think just, I don't know, Facebook's on a rampage with shutting people down and just crazy. So,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any experiences with this?
Even the guy that does the Facebook guerrilla marketing, he puts in his things that you delete the posts even within the groups that you're doing it. Delete it if you're going to repost it. Don't leave the same one going, because then it'll get flagged.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do anything but place an ad, and it's happened twice now in 4 weeks, and it was just an ad. The first time I waited 7 days, then they gave me a link. I clicked on the link and I was able to get into the back office. When I got in the back office, I just deleted the previous ad altogether. I thought that maybe it was because I had received a call on it and I may not have marked it as sold. But when I went back, it was sold. So instead of having it sold, I just deleted it. I got back on, I put on another ad. I didn't even get a chance to post it into any groups. And then.
Okay. When you say ad, you mean a Facebook marketplace listing free?
That's right.
Okay. All right. Cause see.
Yeah, I know when I say ad, it implies something else.
Yeah. The paid ad, they evaluate before they approve or disapprove it before it even goes live. So once you get one live, you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's normally what I'm using it for, but Facebook Marketplace, yeah. And
the problem is you can't get any feedback. Like you don't know. Even after you do it, there's nothing that said you did this. So you can avoid doing it.
I started getting notifications recently that
Did
said, this has not been marked sold. Is it sold? And it asked me to clean it up, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
And my guess is that if it would have been easy to ignore, and maybe they sent that out to everybody, and the ones that ignored it got thrown in Facebook jail. I don't know.
You got an email?
It popped up on my screen, man.
Oh, okay.
Like a notification from Facebook saying that I needed to address whether or not these items were still available.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I turn notifications off for Facebook. It's just too busy.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That's pretty nitpicky though, don't you think?
It is. I have no idea what the problem was. It's not a group issue for me. It's not any of that.
Guys, I am just all the time getting leads from Investor Deal Pro. Is anybody else always just getting leads like every day? Investor Deal Pro?
Every single day.
Yeah.
I'm eating dinner. That's why I'm turning off my video.
What's see, I was starting to have internal problems because of that, Victor. I was starting to wonder if I didn't maybe wrap that up like appropriately, or if I didn't address the last thing you said. I'm just messing with you, dude. Enjoy your dinner, man. Yeah, but I'm getting these leads every day. Does anybody have an opinion on the leads, Investor Deal Pro leads?
Man,
Nobody?
I actually pulled the plug on them. I just didn't even feel like doing all the internal settings and messing with it. I gave it a shot, and I bought into their VA program. Haven't even opened that VA program really up because I don't have a VA, but I got it in preparation of getting a VA soon. So that's where I'm at with it. I have enough leads coming in. I got leads coming in through paid ads, and I do SMS and a few other things, but
yeah, that's how I feel about it too, man. I've got so many leads from my other marketing strategies that I don't need these leads, and so they're almost a nuisance for me. But it is pretty cool to see that they come in. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really I haven't tasted of the flavor, so I don't really know what they're like. But I was wondering if anybody in here had. But it definitely, if you're looking for something to kick off some a pretty decent stream of leads. That's definitely one way to do it. I like that machine, and people may wonder, why did I kind of get hooked up with that? And the reason why is because it's kind of like PropStream in the sense that it does so much, and that's at least where he's taking it to. He's trying to develop it better. It does so much that you could literally, like he was describing when he was on, Jamel Gibbs was on the Shut Up Money show. He was talking about how it's like a system where he wanted to design it where a new person or even an experienced person could get that system and really technically just do everything out of it. One thing, get your leads, track your leads, close your deals, send out your docs, check property valuations, all that stuff, all in one platform. In a way, it's kind of like PropStream in that sense, except PropStream is like that on steroids, in my opinion. Okay,
Plus,
so
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, dude.
Okay, plus PropStream sorts your data for you. The problem that you have, especially since you get those leads all day like that, is that there is all these other steps to extract the information. Like you have to go in there, you have to click on it, you have to actually open the ad, you have to actually go there and and gather all that information.
Right.
I have my VA doing it, but yeah, we had to pull the plug too because I couldn't have her doing that all day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So interesting tool. I think if I were starting over today and I had to pick a platform and I was on a budget, I probably would be okay with starting with that. I think that's a great way to get going if you're on a real budget and you need a kind of an all do it for you, all in one type system.
Yeah.
And I'm real excited about, this is the beta and it's really cool, but I'm really excited about the what comes after beta? VHS? I don't know. So compact discs.
Hey, Justin. Justin.
Yeah, what's up?
It seems like all the leads are Craigslist leads.
Yeah.
And you can't get, and you don't get the contact information on a lot of them.
Yeah. So it doesn't make sense for me to duplicate the same, because see, I can go to the automated REI and scrape Craigslist and do a text blast and cover Craigslist in exactly with the filters I want, versus going to that and then getting Craigslist dripped on me.
Yeah, I just felt like it was, I already have enough systems I'm learning and already inundated with everything I got going on. It's like, man, if I were starting from the beginning, that might be all right. But again, that automated REI is pretty well too. Once you get, I've been using that for like a year, so I'm pretty familiar with it, and I've got it dialed in pretty well and works for me. Whenever I want leads to come in, just turn that sucker on and wait.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that is absolutely 100% true. And that's why I use it. That's why I recommend it. I don't make money off of that still to this day. I don't have an affiliate link that works. Okay. I don't get a check. I just recommend it because it's so affordable and because it's on demand, right? You said it, dude. And another thing you said that was really good, Jonathan, is that I have so many of these damn tools that I'm just like I can't get into another one. Okay. I guess the point that I think that you're making there is in the general is it's not the tool. Get a tool. Okay. Yes. If you're going to go work construction in the morning, great. You need to dress appropriately, put your boots on, but you got to grab your bag. You got a tool bag. If you got a hammer, throw it in there. Okay. If you got some screwdrivers, throw that in there just in case. Right. So you need some tools. Yes. Get some tools, but you don't have to have everything to start. Right. You don't have to have it all. And in fact, most of us love new platforms because we love to get distracted, not actually do real estate. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? We got distracted and we didn't do any real estate, but we did play around with this tool for a long time, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know what you need is you need somebody in your life that'll go, yeah, but what are you going to do with it? If you don't have somebody like that in your life, let me introduce him to you. It's Mark Richardson. And there's a group that we started for folks that want to be held accountable. Okay. And that is, it's called Shut Up and Be Accountable. It's based on the Shut Up Money here. And it's on Facebook. Go hit it up. There's links to it in the private Facebook group and everything. It's a smaller cell group of folks that want to be more accountable with one another. So don't get caught in a trap of, hey, I'm looking at new tools all the time. Good word, Jonathan. That was good. I'm glad you said that. What else is going on in your business out there? Anything else? Any questions?
Hey, Justin, this is Jamario, man. How everybody doing?
What's going on, Jamario? It's awesome to see you, dude.
Yeah, man. You know what? I just wanted to tell everybody, man, the power of really talking to people. You know, I passed by this property. I passed by this property today, man. I had been looking at it for about, it's on the main highway here where I live in Conyers. And today I passed by, I saw a dude out there. It was trash on the outside of it now. And I said, man, because I had take my daughter to an appointment, to the doctor's appointment. So I hit a U-turn, came back around, talked to the guy. Hey, man, you know what's going on with the property? He said, man, I think they sold it already. Now, you know, some people that took that and said, oh, man, okay. Right. I said, nah, let me get the owner number. Let me get his number. And, you know, I'll call him and see. So I called, left my voicemail. He called me back. And you know how it go. The first man to say the price lose. Yeah. So I said, man, how much you looking for it? He said, man, he said, my mom and dad own it. Give me $100 for it. I said, okay. I said, all right, would you take 90? Now, I usually don't, you know, go off, you know, off the rip and try to, you know, close it right then. But so I just want to see what he would do. So anyway, long story short, I got an appointment to go walk through the property with him tomorrow, and I'm gonna take my contract, my agreement with me, so that way I can put it in his face. But I just wanted to let everybody, man, talking to people, and really, I like MMA. You know what I'm saying? Money making activity. And, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And kicking ass. Yeah. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? So I practice MMA, man. And you know, so like that go into like all these tools, man. I really don't even be on Facebook. I like it, but I really don't have the time because I really like to do this. And so, you know, that's a good point y'all brought up with all the tools and everything. You can get lost in thinking you busy, but you're really not busy. So, you know, I think that's a great point you guys brought up. So I just wanted to say that, man. Talk to people. That's it.
That's huge. Sweet. That's good, dude. Really good. Super good.
Yeah. Congratulations, man. Good luck on your deal. You know, bring any problems to the group. We can probably help you solve them.
Cool. I got a wholesale. I just hoping. I think I got a 5,000 EMD non-refundable deposit today. So hopefully that go through and yeah, we close on it.
Where's the mail?
Appreciate it, fella.
What's your payday ritual, man? You got a payday celebration ritual?
Nah, but I'm about to start now.
You got to get you one, man. That's a homework assignment. That's an order from the coach. Get you a celebration ritual for every payday.
You know, and I probably do something like start celebrating these small wins, man, because you know they build up, man, and you know, so I'm just focused on the next one though. You know what I mean? So that's how I go.
My celebration ritual was Outback Steakhouse. Every time I would hit a good lick like that, I'd take the woman and we'd go to Outback Steakhouse. That was just where I wanted to go to celebrate. I know that's not the best steakhouse. It's not Ruth's Chris, or it's not the Bristol. It's not, you know, some of these high-end steakhouses. It's not Capitol Grill. I get it, but it's it's Outback. It's a steak. Okay, it's how steak is done. No, I'm just kidding. Actually,
plus the beef tips is off the hook. Don't sleep on Outback.
Man, I like that. I like that dark bread. What is that bread? Pumpernickel or something? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like
it's good with the butter and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have the butter with that.
Oh yeah.
Add the butter with it.
Yeah, it's too dry without the butter. You gotta have the butter and a refill. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So it used to be Outback, but now I got tired of Outback. Now, and for the last couple years, it's Burger King. Every time I hit a good lick like that, I will go buy a Whopper. I love Whoppers.
Okay.
And I don't care about the fries, the Coke. Just give me that. Hey, they want me to have it my way over there.
Okay.
Living like get two for $5 now.
Yeah. They got 2 for $5 over here too.
$5.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So
you gotta go inside. You gotta go inside for the Whopper out here, though. You can't let them pass you one through the window because you'll get that meat that's been sitting there who knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Here you gotta look, man, give me a freshie, okay? And don't give me and give me center cut tomatoes, not the tomato backs.
Exactly. No onion, no cheese.
No, right.
I might need to do some kissing later. Okay, and the cheese is kind of slimy. You never know. You never know what the day's gonna hold. Okay?
I see your logic and all that. All that makes sense.
So it's very well planned out. But that's my celebration ritual, and you gotta have a celebration ritual. Matter of fact, if you haven't even had a first victory yet, it's okay to plan your first celebration ritual now in advance. Give you a little something to look forward to, give you a little excitement, a little momentum. In fact, okay, some of us are trying to get money because we need money to pay the bills, like we need oxygen for our next breath. I get that too, but you got to learn to, you've heard other guys say it like this: pay yourself first. That's part of paying myself first, is that damn Whopper. I promise you that. That's part of it right there. And you can ask my household, my family, my wife. She knows when Justin hits a big lick where the burger's coming from today. It's coming from. Okay, she don't even need to ask what I'm hungry for. She knows that one of us is going to Burger King.
Oh man!
Do they follow your lead? Do they follow your lead on that, or is it just you and Burger King?
They don't fight it, dude.
Okay.
They don't fight it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And it wouldn't do them well to fight it, because that I will put my foot down on that, man. Okay. I pay the bills around this motherfucker.
That's right. I'm the shot caller.
And get your feet off the table.
Yeah. Put your feet on the table. That's because I paid for the table.
That's so right. That's so right. Yeah. But these kids, they know too. So everybody knows that's my ritual for celebration. You got to celebrate.
Yeah, man, you definitely deserve to celebrate, whether it's a Whopper or whatever. Just take time for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, I thought about implementing a reward system here in the VIP, where if anybody here in the VIP lets me know that they got a deal today or a check, then I would pay for your Whopper.
I thought it was going to be tax credits.
It's just going to be a Whopper, man. I mean, I want you to have it your way today. Go over there and have it your way. That's probably the only place in town that's going to let you have it your way. Okay.
We got to get you to In-N-Out, man.
Dude, they don't even have them around here. That's the problem. I love In-N-Out. I've been to the West Coast.
Okay.
I mean, I got out of the house once. I mean,
at one time.
I found myself over on the West Coast. Yeah, pre-COVID, I left once, and I ended up at an In-N-Out burger, and it was absolutely divine. But unfortunately, they just will not open up in the Midwest. So
No, they're family owned, and they control everything to the exact. They have trucks deliver everything fresh every single morning. That kind of stuff. So the logistics of that, when you're trying to like franchise it or go wide, it's just not happening.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way about White Castles. Yeah, I'm just messing.
Really, you like White Castle?
Dude, who doesn't like White Castle?
Well, yeah.
Harold says he doesn't like White Castles.
Oh man.
I don't even know what's wrong with you guys.
That's almost like a Crystal burger.
Oh my gosh, it really is. You know what? Crystal chicken sandwiches with the one pickle on it, the Crystal chicken sandwich. Oh man. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, you guys are like, okay.
I'm starving, man.
I know. I'm so hungry too. Food is such a great motivator. It really is. It really, really is.
So I cheated today. You talking about burgers? I just had a California burger, which means that it has everything on it: bacon, cheese, and avocado. And it was so damn good. That's why I couldn't let you guys see me act like that.
The avocado, that would, yeah.
That's the kicker right there.
No mayonnaise though.
No mayonnaise.
Sounds kind of dry.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just messing with you, man. It sounds delicious. Delicious.
I'm taking over the Wednesday night show.
You doing what?
Taking over the Wednesday night show and turning it into the food shut up money.
Yeah, it's a cooking show now.
Yeah, that's it.
We should totally do that, man. If you want to do that, I'll give you the login, man. You can log in and go live from my account. Absolutely. 100%. A live cooking show. Real Estate Wholesalers Club dinner with Jonathan.
Oh no. Oh man, luckily I don't cook a whole lot. I mean, I enjoy it, but I got the lady and she takes care of most of that. So,
watch it now. Watch it.
Spoiled, man.
Labels are you're gonna get labeled, man.
Hey, I got a good story.
Tell us a good story, Jonathan.
Yep. So I pulled up on this house not too far from me, Riverview. They don't come available too often down here where I'm at in Florida, right beside Daytona Beach. But I pulled up to this house, put my little card in the dude's door. It's old, abandoned, kind of rundown looking. Seen the neighbors out and said, to hell with this. I'm going to go talk to the neighbors, see if they know the scoop on this. Sure enough, got the guy's information, called him up, had a few chats, and he was kind of tire kicking. Then he blew me off. I put him on the follow-up like every month or two, blew me off. Here it is like a year later, he calls me up and says, man, I'm ready to sell that house. So I'm going to go and meet tomorrow as well at 1 and see if I can lock that sucker up too.
Yeah, good, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good job, man.
That's all right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. 1 year later, though, I mean, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Yep. Follow up.
That's good. That's good. But how much time have you spent working on this deal total? I know it's been a long time.
Oh, man, no, only 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew, man, that's a whole lot better than clocking in somewhere or clocking out.
Yeah, and I got the cash buyer too. I mean, he's like, get over there tomorrow, take those pictures, get me some video. He knows the area, so at $275,000, it's like, man, that's expensive. But you got the Riverview and all that stuff, and that's what people pay for. That's what they want.
Yep, I love it. I love it, dude. I love it that the club here is active and that you guys are whooping ass. Okay. I think that's awesome. Mark actually had a great post in the group there that he started, the Shut Up and Be Accountable, the one I was telling you about, where he cashed a big check. You want to tell us about that, or you want to keep that a secret, Mark?
Yeah, we can talk about that. So it was kind of weird. It was a Zillow lead. It had been on the market for a while. I called on it, and started talking to the lady about it, and she said, "Oh, well, it's my daughter's house. I'm a realtor. I'm trying to help her out, but she didn't want me to list it." So they had it listed at like 400. So we're in California, so like, it's expensive. So I said, "Well, what do you think they'd take for it?" And she goes, "Well, I think they'll take 3."
Okay.
And I'm all, okay. And it was so we did the numbers, and it was actually worth, I think it's worth more. It's probably around close to 5, I think. Was that, Connor? Was that what it was? Do you remember? I can't remember.
Yeah, I was right around 5.
Yeah, 5. Arv was 5. And then so I ended up talking to the daughter, and she's all, "Well, we'd like to get like 320 for it." And I'm all, doing the
Oh
humming.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I heard Claude earlier on the VIP. He talked about that. Do you guys remember, if you caught that? He said, or maybe it was a different video of his I was watching. I don't remember, because I study a lot, guys. But he said, somebody basically said the same thing. "Well, I'd like to get, 320. He said, "Well, I'd like to be 6'2", but the good Lord decided to make me 5'8". What are you going to do? What are you going to do?"
I've definitely used that before.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So anyway, I said, "Well, would you split the difference? Would you do 310?" And she said yes. And so we ended up doing, found an awesome cash buyer guy who actually might buy another one of our places that we got under contract. And we would have closed right away, but it was their father's place, and he was kind of a hoarder. He died. And so they had to clean the whole place out. That's basically what held it up. But we would have closed it in like 2 weeks, but it ended up taking about 35 days. But we everything went smooth. Did an assignment and made 20 grand off that one.
Here we offer a lot of times, leave all your hoarder house stuff there. We'll clean it out.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that because they had, it wasn't necessarily like a hoarder. It was like a lot of stuff kind of person. And there was a lot of stuff that they wanted to keep too. Like the guy told me he had about $50,000 worth of tools, in the garage that he wanted to get out of there. So,
and we haven't gone through the treasure.
Good stuff, It wasn't like magazines and shit,
Yeah. Yeah, like styrofoam cups and
yeah, right.
Packages of Depends and things like that,
Exactly. So yeah, it was a good deal.
You headed to Burger King to get that Whopper?
Nah, we're burrito guys. We went and got burritos. We get burritos every time we do a deal.
You posted a copy of the check. You want to tell everybody how big it was, or we want to keep that secret?
20,000.
Yeah, man, that's great.
Assignment deal.
20,000. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
We needed it too, so.
Oh yeah. Man, how many other people in here need that? Woo, 20,000. Nice.
Hey, Mark, did you get that lead off of Zillow?
Yeah, we got it off of Zillow, and this was before I got hooked up with Justin. I had just called it like randomly. I was just looking kind of randomly in this area, and I looked at the house and just like, I'm going to call this guy or call this person, and it was one of those things that just worked out. So, but they had it on the market for quite a while. I don't know, like maybe 60 or 90 days at 400, and nobody bit for some reason, and
the ARV was what you said, 4 or 5?
Right around 5.
Wow. How much to bring it up to ARV? How much in repair costs?
I don't remember. I'm thinking around 30 or 40, maybe 30. It kind of depended because they could have. The overall house was in good shape. It just needed like updating and stuff. It wasn't like it was trashed or anything. It was just like, carpet paint, they could have done, depends on how much money they want to do. This guy who bought the place from us, he's like, yeah, just anytime I want to be your cash buyer. He's all, I got 25 things going on right now and I need like 5 or 6 more. So I'm like, dude, you're getting a phone call anytime I get one for sure. And plus, he's a super cool dude too.
Wow,
So
that's great. Yeah, that's great.
Where are you at in California, Mark?
We're in Northern California.
Like
and we don't actually
Humboldt
do
or
that many
something?
deals in California. We do stuff all over, but you know, we're in like we're in Sonoma County, like just north of San Francisco.
Okay.
So you saw this on Zillow. You just called, or did you text them, or
No, I just called them straight up.
Just straight up called somebody on Zillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I saw a course earlier this summer by Joe McCall called the Z Code.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's about what the gist of it is. Am I right or wrong? Somebody help me out.
Yeah, that seems about right, man. It's been months since I've seen that, but yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I
So
like to do that every once in a while, like just kind of go through certain areas that I know are good and see stuff, because it's weird. Sometimes you like don't see it or don't catch it, or if you're doing like a mass Zillow thing, it like you don't really know what the property is.
Yeah.
And when I'm just kind of playing around looking, you know,
Yeah.
like I called on one today. I don't know if it's going to turn into a deal or not, but it's been on the market for a while. The lady lives in Hawaii and it's been empty for like 3 months. And,
yeah,
you know, so, I mean, I'm going to make a lease option offer on it because it's starting to get to winter up that way. And, you know, things kind of sit in the wintertime. So, you know, maybe she doesn't take the deal now, but she, you know, her brother basically told me, he goes, yeah, if we don't, you know, if we don't sell it in the next month or two, we're just going to take it off the market and wait till spring, you know? And so I'm like, well, hey, let's do a lease option or do something creative.
So when you call somebody out of the blue, Mark, what's the first thing you say? Because this guy, he's got his house up on Zillow. You spied it out. You didn't do a text blast or anything. You just picked up the phone. You called the guy. What's the first thing that comes out of your mouth?
Well, I just go through the gut stuff pretty much, you know, hey, is it okay if I ask you a few questions? How come this, you know, you want to sell this thing today? You know, whatever it is, it's different all the time, but I just try to basically go through the, you know, the agenda qualification. And then I've not been good at the close part. And so I'm really like, I've been listening to the close thing on the phone course, like every day, just so I can freaking get it down, because I feel good about the qualification, the agenda and the qualification part, but the close thing, you know, I've had way too many deals where, you know, I've said, hey, I'll send you an offer. Let's talk today at such and such time. And then, you know, never hear from them again. That's fucking pissing me off. So I'm sick of that shit.
Confirm.
Hey, Mark, how did you find your cash buyer?
Connor found it for us. I can't remember how'd you find it?
From Facebook, from the Facebook groups.
Okay.
And you guys are a family team.
Yes.
Yep.
You live together?
No.
Okay. You live in the same town?
No.
One town over, about 15 minutes away.
So virtual team. You guys don't get together and sit in a room.
We get together pretty much every day, but you know, we do virtuals, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was in Hawaii for a while and we would do like a Zoom call and just work together while we're on Zoom, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
So
Super good. And I know there's some other folks that are in the VIP that have dreams of having a family business and they want to plug their kids into things, or maybe the kids want to plug mom and dad or somebody into it. Guys, that's a great example. Somebody that's doing it and actually making some progress there. You know, I'm guessing Connor is the dispo guy and Mark, you're the AQ guy, the acquisitions man.
Yeah, we both do everything. He's better at I hate the disposition part. So
Me too, dude. Me too. I hate it.
So I have to like it. It's like, you know, scratching the chalkboard for me. So he's good at it. He's a lot better than I am at it. I have to still do it though too. You know, I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on. So, but yeah, that's kind of my ultimate goal is to have, you know, a VA that pre-screens and then somebody that does the disposition part.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate it. So
I think that means he doesn't like it very much, y'all. That's a great story, though, dude. Appreciate you sharing that, man. Thank you.
Sure.
And if you're not in the Shut Up and Be Accountable Facebook group, feel free to go over there and join. Okay, and participate. Mark goes live in that group, or he posts a video in there about every day. Some encouraging stuff, and also, sharing what's going on in his business, and he's encouraging everybody that wants to do the same. So it's a good idea. I want to share screens with you real quick and show you this too. This came from the VIP chat room. It's full of one-on-one students of mine and a couple, 2 or 3 other VIP members. And this is something from Michael Batista. He put this in. This is a picture of something on Michael Batista's phone, and he put it in the VIP chat yesterday. And I wanted to highlight it here tonight because he's looking for co-wholesale deals. In other words, wholesalers that have properties under contract that he can joint venture with, bring a buyer, and make a percentage of the profits, half, hopefully. Okay. So this guy or gal named Rudy says hello, or I guess that's who works for Michael Batista is Rudy. Okay. Rudy, his virtual assistant, Rudy, the virtual assistant, says, hello, Greg, do you still have this deal? If so, would you consider a JV on this one or other deals you might have? And Greg, the wholesaler, he says, hey, Rudy, yes, we still have this one, and I would be open to connecting on a JV. We currently have 7 properties under contract. 7 properties. So you see why I talk about the co-wholesale business. Who was that?
I was just going to say Michael Batista's in so many groups I'm in as well. He's very active.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he's got a virtual assistant now, evidently named Rudy, that goes around Facebook and other places and finds wholesalers. I've got a tool that I recommend that I share with my one-on-one students for finding wholesalers. It's one method. The other method is doing exactly that, scouring Facebook, being in all these groups, finding other wholesalers with deals when they post them, hitting them up, ask them that one simple question. And the guy came back in this response, in this case, with 7 deals, man. 7 deals. So what if Michael Batista is able to help that guy disposition all those 7 properties? How much money is that? What if he made $3,500 a piece? That's like 23 grand. That's on the low end. Okay. All right. So the potential there is crazy. That's why you guys hear me talk about co-wholesaling pretty frequently. I'm the lease options guy. Yes, I love to do lease options, especially the last couple of years. But before that, I was a lot into co-wholesaling too. And I have been all throughout. So co-wholesaling, it's huge because these guys already have these deals under contract, but they suck at getting rid of them. Why do they suck at getting rid of them?
Because they hate it.
Because like Mark said, he hates it, right? And I think that is a pretty common thing. And I think the reason why is because I don't like it either, because I have to change hats too much. If you need me to change hats too much, see, I'm going to melt down. I'm not going to be able to be effective. And if I got to do the data, okay, we broke down yesterday in the Q&A what an acquisition side looks like. It's getting data from somewhere. It's having some kind of marketing message that you send out that gets leads. It's having a pre-qualification call, and it's doing a closing call. That's it. That's the AQ side, all wrapped up in a pretty bow. Boom, done. That's your factory and your 4 machines. It will spit out deals if you put somebody running the machines. That's that simple. Okay. It sounds simple. It is simple, but not necessarily easy. You got to be smart to put it together, but you can do it. I believe in you. All right. So that's the AQ side. The disposition side is a whole other thing. You got to what? Market the property deal. You got to put it on Craigslist. You got to put it on Facebook Marketplace. You got to build a Facebook paid ad. You got to, then respond to people as they start responding in, is this still available? Stupid questions like that, and I get those all the time. Is this still available? How many bedrooms? I don't know. Why don't you read the damn description? I hate that. That's a whole other hat that I have to wear in order to be successful in this business. I would rather outsource this if I could. And it actually, when I was doing co-wholesale, I felt kind of the opposite because I learned to love the disposition side, but then I noticed that I had more of a dislike for the acquisition side. So I think I'm more of a one-track mind guy is really what it boils down to. I think I'm a one-track mind guy, and I can focus on acquisitions or I can focus on dispositions. I can be good at either one, but I'm not going to be great at both at the same time, unfortunately. So that's kind of led to my need to outsource some of this stuff. But I think that's why we dislike half of the business. A lot of us feel that way. Anybody else in here kind of dislike half of the business, or you like it less than the other half? Okay, Nick, me, Mark, Connor. All right. Well, God bless the rest of you. Because if you're like me, there's half of it that you're not as excited about. And so outsourcing that is a one way to do it, but doing co-wholesale is a complete other technique for not doing half of the business. They're already got the property under contract. They got 7 properties under contract and they need to sell them off. And you guys say that they suck at selling them off because they just don't like doing dispo. Is there any other good reasons why they don't do very good at dispositions? Why other wholesalers have deals that they would be willing to partner with you on? What's some good reasons?
Not good marketers.
They're not good marketers.
Yeah, they
Right?
hate Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe they don't even have a Facebook. Maybe they're dating a real witch, and when she sees that they get notifications at 11:30 p.m., at 1:30 a.m., at 2 a.m., at 3:30 a.m., at 3:45 a.m., maybe they get fucking divorced, and that's why they're not very good at dispo. Okay.
Could be.
It could be. All right. It could be a lot of things.
Experience too.
Experience too. Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you another chronic problem that wholesalers have on the dispo side. They build a nice ad and they start getting responses, and then what happens? How many of you have ever called a We Buy Houses sign or called any advertising at all that was another wholesaler?
They don't pick up the phone or they don't respond to them.
Exactly, dude. They're like, they put the ad up and then they go off the grid. It's like, well, shit. You can't get a hold of that guy. I wonder if that house is sold. Okay. Actually, after a little while, you start wondering if that house is even real. They don't realize that's what they're doing to their reputation. Right. So can you successfully build a co-wholesale business? The answer is sure. Yes. You can. Yeah. All you got to do is the same thing that we talked about yesterday. Let's build one real quick. Let's build it real quick. I'll open up a blank sheet here. Let's build a co-wholesale business real quick. Let's build the acquisition side. Okay. What's the first thing we need in a co-wholesale business? Acquisition side.
Another wholesaler.
Yeah. We need wholesalers. And we need wholesalers with deals. Okay. The first thing I recommend you do is this. Get on every cash buyers list there is.
I was I was having. Remember when I told you my VA couldn't find any wholesaler? Not find wholesalers, but their website.
Yeah.
So I went on there myself, and out of 50 that I went through, because there's 100, out of 50, I only found 4 that had a cash that you can volunteer to give your information on a cash buyers list. Is that normal?
No, it's not normal, but it's probably becoming more normal because people like you and me are buying. We're wholesalers just like they are. We're buying websites that come in sets of 3. In other words, you get a cash buyer's website, you get a acquisitions website so sellers can go to it, and then you get one that's like your back office or your inventory page. So you get 3, kind of like with Investor Deal Pro, you get 3 websites and one is not connected to the other. So that's what the deal is they're buying prepackaged websites, and the sellers, you're going to the seller's site, which is the wrong site. And there's no connecting link to the right one. So the only thing you can do is email these people and call them, right? So I provide a script in the co-wholesale course for calling these guys. All right. You might need to rework it, make it a little more loosey-goosey, a little more conversational, make it fit your business a little bit. Feel free to edit it. But really, the only thing you can do if you don't get that information is just reach out and contact them and say, hey, what does it take to get on your cash buyers list? Do you have any properties right now? Okay. If you do, would you joint venture? Okay. If you don't, when you get some, would you consider joint venturing? All right. And then take great notes. Okay. Do you have any leads that you can't work with because of the money? The equity isn't there. If I can monetize those leads, would you be interested in some kind of a referral program? All right. So you can get leads sometimes from these guys. All right. So there's a lot of things you can do with other wholesalers in the business if you have a plan and you go at it, but you definitely have to contact them. That's for sure, Philip. Right.
Yeah, I was figuring maybe it was people that have been in the business for a while, and now there's new ways of getting cash buyers like Facebook and stuff like that. So they don't even bother having a cash buyers list.
Right. Yeah. So you'll have to contact them. And like you said, and the example that we showed, Facebook is a great one. The groups are huge for finding people that post deals that would be open to a joint venture. Okay. All you do is simple message, just like I showed there in that example. Would you consider a JV? And the guy was like, heck yeah, I got 7 properties. That's a windfall. It's a windfall, guys. You just got 7 properties in your inventory that you can market off to buyers. Okay. So finding the properties is just a matter of activity. And you boil down to it. There's nothing magical in this. Let me show you that message one more time. Let me share screens in a different way and show that message one more time. There's no magic words in this. Do you still have this deal? If so, would consider a JV on this one or other deals you might have. That's not even good English. Okay. But look what it does. The results. It's the activity level. So it's the activity. You got to have the activity. So if you're a one-on-one student of mine, I've got a process, for doing this. But if you're out there in the world trying to figure it out, it's pretty simple. It's activity. Talking to these wholesalers, you have to talk to them. You have to send them these messages, even if your message is kind of raw and simple. That's okay. It's okay. So acquisitions, not complicated on the co-wholesale business. What about dispositions? It's the same as anything, right? It's the same as anything. So you get 7 deals from a JV partner. Okay. You send them your JV agreement and then you go to work. What do? What's the first thing you do? Somebody tell me. You guys, come on.
Sorry, I was. The first thing I would do is send it out to my list if I have a list. The people who I know that are buyers in the area, those are the first people I'll notify, and then I'll just start posting to the groups and to Facebook.
Yeah. Same recipe as any deal, anytime. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not complicated. And in the course, guys, there's the recipe. I put the recipe, the order that you do the things in. You put it on Craigslist and you put it on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, then you boost the ad, or you go straight to building a paid ad. That's what I like to do. A lot of times we'll just go straight to building a paid ad. $25 to $50. A lot of times I've got enough activity to even have a buyer. You know, I mean, it's a heck of a cheap way to sell a deal and make a lot of money. All right. So it's that simple, but how many other courses actually lay out the procedure? You know, this is the steps. Go do this, then do this, and do this. And when they start contacting you, ask them these questions and pre-screen them. That's, it's really simple, but that's not covered in the course. So these other wholesalers don't have it. Right. When I say the course, I mean whatever course they started with. All right. And I know that's not in the course because I've bought a lot of the courses and it's not in there. So it's the same routine, real simple and easy. Co-wholesale business is a great way to get some momentum in the real estate business, but you got to get to your deals. You got to get a wholesaler to partner up with you.
Let me chime in here real quick, Justin.
Yeah.
You ever have any deals in Florida? Send them my way. The disposition's taken care of down here. I got some pretty solid cash buyers down here. So if anyone ever needs help getting rid of Florida deals, don't hesitate to reach out.
And go.
These guys are definitely serious players that ain't, they're not tire kicking around one bit. So
I'll tell you what, if anybody ever runs across any deals in Kansas City, you got a partner on my list. You got a partner here. Okay. Now, I don't normally JV with people anymore because it eats up too much of my life, and I get too many offers for it. I got too popular, and that's okay. But I will joint venture with you here in Kansas City for sure. If you brought a deal, I love Kansas City so much, and I love you so much that there's no way I'm going to say no. Okay. If it's a deal I can move, you better believe I will move.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. If it's not a deal I can move, I'll tell you. I can't move that one. Okay.
I'm in Riverview, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Southern California.
And I would like to get this gentleman's information that's in Florida, so I can contact
absolutely.
him.
Yeah, that's Jonathan.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Jonathan's not an attorney, but he plays one on TV sometimes.
Oh man, yeah. One of my buddies, I helped him get started down here, and man, this guy. Oh yeah, I talked to him the other day. Just reached out. Hadn't heard from him for a few months, but he reached out kind of out of the blue and just checking up on me. And he's building other businesses and everything. But he made 1.2 million his first year down here wholesaling. So he's a beast.
Nice.
Hey buddy, how can I get in touch with you?
I've got your name written down here. Let me log on to my computer. I'll reach out to you, Jerry.
Okay.
I don't want to spam the group, Justin, by trying to pass out information.
I was hoping that you would, man, and then we could all write your phone number down on the nicest truck stop walls across the country. I mean, only the nicest ones, just the nicest ones, man. Not the
love traffic truck stop.
Yeah.
We'll be selective.
Yeah. It's good. Make connections like that, guys, in the group. That's powerful. What's some things that you would like to learn? Some things you would like me to talk about, some discussions you'd like to have, or some things you'd like to see or experience here in the VIP. If you've got anything you'd like to add, just holler.
Hey, Justin, on I don't know if anybody else is trying the ringless voicemail. What's the percentage rate of you guys getting it back? I mean, getting messages back, positive messages back?
I haven't done it in a few months. I really quit a few months ago on it, so I can't really answer right now on it.
Why'd you quit on it, Jonathan?
Honestly, I don't even know. I guess I was having success with all the SMS and versus like they were calling back, I guess, kind of is what turned me off immediately. I guess their phone would ring for 1 second and they were all calling back. I'm like, well, it's just all this stuff all at once just kind of overwhelmed me. Like, oh shit, okay, let me turn that off for a minute. And I just never got back to it due to pay-per-click and running like Facebook groups and my other ways to generate leads.
Yeah. It's all a matter of personal opinions. I like the text. I like the scrape and text. He likes the Facebook and some other techniques, and you might be the same way. It doesn't matter. Remember, the 4 machines in your acquisitions factory is one, your data. Who are you going to reach? It doesn't matter if that's Facebook's data or if that's Google's data or if that's PropStream's data. Doesn't matter. You got to have an audience you're going to reach to, and then you got to send them a message, right? You got to get a message in front of them somehow, either a Facebook post, or it's got to be a text blast, or it's got to be a ringless voicemail. Ringless voicemails, I have success with ringless voicemail, but my experience with it is just like Jonathan described. It's pretty intense. Plus 2, now sometimes people have even caught on that it's ringless voicemail, and they're like, hey, my phone didn't even ring. Why didn't my phone ring? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't work for the phone company. I couldn't. Maybe you were in a hole or something at the moment. So I get those too, and it's kind of uncomfortable. A text, I get better success rate with. I find a lot of times people don't listen to their voicemails. Okay. And some of you in this room, if I called you right now and it went to voicemail, you know what it would say? We're sorry. This voicemail box is full. I hate that. Because even if you were lucky enough to get your message in, that dude ain't listening to no messages. If he is, he ain't deleting them, which is like you got to hit a button. You got to hit 7 if you hit delete, right? So I don't know. You got to have a good. If you're in business, your voicemail box ain't full. I'm sorry, but that's just the facts. Okay. If you're in business, your fucking voicemail box is not full. Right? You keep it monitored.
Yeah.
All right. That's just 101, business 101. Okay. So if that's you, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just giving you some big brother advice here. Go clean up your voicemail box. All right.
Yeah, it just caught me off guard. I mean, really, I'm like, man, everyone's calling back pretty much all at once. And I didn't want it to even go to voicemail. And then when I'm answering, they're like, you just tried to call. And I'm like, oh man, I'm scrambling to figure out who it even is and sound like an idiot. I'm like, oh yeah, what property? It's like
Yeah, we get that too.
What system were you using?
Automated REI.
Oh, for the RVM, for automated REI?
Actually, sorry, Victor. I may have been using Drop Cowboy actually when I was doing that. That's right. Yeah.
Drop Cowboy, huh?
Cowboy.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. I use Slide Broadcast and never had a callback on a ring. So something is it sounds like it was something in the system, because it shouldn't ring at all. It the technology, that's what the whole thing is about, is so the phone doesn't ring. So it may have been the system. Now I use ringless voicemail, but I use it on long processes. Like if I want to, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Victor.
Long processes, like I do it on the front end of a pre-foreclosure. And in the pre-foreclosure, I tell them that I deliberately did not want to, their phone to ring, because I know that they've been getting, a ton of messages. And, I just want to invite you to take a look at some information I think might be helpful. Okay. If you never want me to call you again, you can just reply to this message.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was just hearing lately that.
Yeah. Then from there, I'll combine that with a text message, and an email all at the same time at the beginning of it, just so because if you think about a pre-foreclosure, that's the proverbial head in the sand till it's too late. So you have got to just hit them throughout that whole process so that they know that you're present, like strategically, so that when that time comes, hopefully that day they see enough of your stuff. You know, so that's why I use the ringless voicemail. I don't think I would use it to do stuff like calling Craigslist ads or even Zillow ads. I would never use ringless voicemail. I think texting would be much more attractive.
I think the chatter that I hear, I keep hearing people mention that the carriers are getting smarter to like those mass RVMs and stuff. So I think that's just a matter of time as well for they're cracking down on that. So I don't know. That's just what.
And when they stop it, I'll stop.
Yeah, exactly. Keep doing it if it's working.
Yeah, when they stop it, I'll stop. But you know, right now it you know it's a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We only use it like a couple times a year. Really here, we use it when we pull a cash buyers list. We try to pull a fresh cash buyers list for Kansas City a couple times a year, and we'll skip trace that and then do a ringless voicemail. Yeah. And it works
cash buyers tend to be more receptive. They just won't respond, or if they're interested, they will.
Yes, exactly. and we do want to talk to them as soon as we can. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Doesn't matter what the data is, and it doesn't matter a whole lot what the message is, as long as you're getting the data and you're doing the message, you'll get some leads. That's just the facts. We've come up with some pretty basic country boy messages to send out here. Okay. And they all work. They all work. You gotta stretch your creative muscle in this business. You got to get comfortable with changing and coming up and inventing new messages. Here's another thing you got to get comfortable with. Oh my gosh, you got to get comfortable. You got to stretch. You got to work out that creative muscle, and you got to learn how to modify scripts for your virtual assistants. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Here's another thing. When a seller says yes, you got to learn how to modify. You got to be comfortable with it. Going in there and changing the words on a contract. Oh, can I even do that? I'm not an attorney. It's a good question. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have to stretch your creative muscle in this business. You are trying to pull money out of thin air. You think you're going to do that without being creative? I don't think so. So stretch your creative muscle, guys. Go in there, invent you 5 messages, put them in the rotator. Okay. Go get some data, scrape Zillow, scrape Craigslist, get PropStream, skip trace it, whatever. I don't care. Go to Facebook, use Facebook's data, use their audience. Wherever you go, whatever you do, it's all going to work. It's all going to work. Everybody you know lives in a house, okay? Or they want to. One of the two. Probably. Okay. Any other questions before we call it a wrap for tonight for the last Wednesday Q&A? We're going to start with Mondays next week, guys.
No. Are we doing a farewell party? Or are we doing anything?
Man, I wish. I didn't think of anything. Anybody got any good ideas?
You should have told us in advance. We could have took tequila shots or something, like say a real formal goodbye.
Everybody just go get a Whopper.
Just get a
Whopper. Everybody
and
get
then
a Whopper.
start a Zoom call from Burger King.
You got to prove your Whopper.
You can even, if you're a vegan like Rick, you could even get an Impossible Whopper.
Damn.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that vegan? Rick, are you vegan?
Me, am I? Hell no.
No, man.
Okay.
I eat meat, potato, and salad all the time. Not even potato. I don't even like potato. I eat meat, vegetables. I'm closer to a carnivore than I am a vegetarian.
I'm having tonight tacos from La Fuente, which is like a little joint up here that makes tacos, and It's the shredded chicken, and they got that Mexican cheese they put on there, and they melt it in the soft wrap that they make too. And then
You
the chips
do
with the
understand
cheese
that you are
dip.
way too far east for tacos. You know that's not really a taco anymore, right?
you know
Because
what,
y'all
man?
think y'all got tacos on the east side, and they make tacos. Just so you know,
Man, I got some Mexican friends, and they
Okay.
love.
Hey, Victor,
they
that ain't
lo-
fair, man. You
they
can't do that,
love-
Victor.
They love
That ain't-
Taco
that ain't
Bell.
fair.
I'm just saying.
They said this is not Mexican. They said
Right,
we were at the Taco Bell drive-through. He said this is not Mexican, but we Mexicans love this. Get me. I want a 12-pack hard taco. I was like, dude, right on. I was like, what is this if it's not Mexican? He's like, this is American Mexican. It's different. I love them guys. Good dudes. So tacos for me tonight, whatever kind of taco it is, Victor.
Right, Midwestern taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Jonathan, Victor, Connor, Harold, Mario, Jerry, Kimberly. Thanks for being here, Kimberly. I want to see you more often. Larry, Mark, Nicholas, Philip, Rick, and Sandra. Everybody, thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Okay. Get some good sleep tonight because tomorrow is Text Blast Thursday. We got to get on the phones or we die.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's not that serious, but it is pretty serious. Okay.
It's pretty serious.
It's pretty serious. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you. Thanks, Justin.
All right, everybody.